Hi everybody, this is Tina with Rehatch Designs, and today we're going to work a little bit on fabric flips. This is another element in junk journals that are really popular. They add a lot of interest and texture, and again they use your scraps, so we're going to just kind of dive into it. I'm not doing anything new or earth-shattering again. This is just my take on them, and I realize people that have been junk journaling for a while probably already know how to do this, but there are a lot of new people that I have, and I want to make sure that I kind of go over all the, the basic things that they may want to incorporate in their journal. So I thought we'll just go ahead and do that today. I have made these for my Shabby junk journal because I'm getting on the downhill slide with those. Hopefully I'll have it done in the next day or two, but I'm just going to give you an idea of what you use a flip for. For instance, here I may want to take this one and put it right here. And what you would do, if you hadn't already put your journal together, you could sew it on there if your pages were still loose, if you had not sewn it into your signature. But since I already did, I will probably just glue that and put it right there. That's what I'm, more than likely that's how I'm going to do it. Just glue it on top right there. And then you'll have a little flip up and you'll have your little journaling or whatever underneath it. And I usually try and add at least two, maybe, depends on the journal. This one is getting so chunky that I really am probably not going to do more than the two that I've done. So today I'm going to work on some for my Valentine's journal that I'm doing. So anyway, we will kind of get started with that. My Valentine's journal, I don't know if you haven't seen my previous videos, I got a hold of some really beautiful vintage Valentine's fabric on eBay, and I'm making a journal, and I probably want to stay within this color family right here. You don't have to obviously match it, but I usually, when I do my journals, I don't want things to match. I just like things to kind of coordinate, so it looks like like I planned it. So kind of how I think I do decorating in my house. I don't know, I think the new thing is not to be matchy but to have things coordinate color scheme wise and that kind of thing. That's kind of how I do my journals. So anyway, I have picked out the things that I think that I can use to make some flips, and I'm going to try and do 3. We may only have time for 2, but we'll just see how it goes, okay? I picked out, and these are the things that you're going to need too, by the way. Again, some fabric scraps. You want pieces big enough, like about this size or that size, because you need them big enough to actually make the flip, if you're going to use fabric for that. And they don't have to be printed, they could be plain. I just happen to use printed on these, so some of these may be a little bit too small, so we shall see. So I think that goes pretty good. That has the teal, looks pretty good. The pink I think would work, it's big enough. That looks like it would work. That definitely would work, I would think, right, with the hearts. This would work. This one might be a little bit too narrow. You could use that, but I just don't think it was something that... Now this little strip, as small as it is, this is a good thing to have to put on top of a piece or something like that. This piece is, too small, but might be able to use it. Too small. Again, I think that one's too narrow. Now you could do a small flip like that, but I usually don't do that. I usually make them a pretty good size. Again, this one, as beautiful as that is, it's just probably a little bit, well, if we added lace to that, it could work. it could actually work. This could work. This one's a little too small. That could work. This could work. It could, you know, I don't know. We'll see on that. Okay, so first off, we've kind of got an idea of what fabrics that would kind of coordinate with our journal. The other thing you want to use, if you look at the ones that I did, and of course you don't have to do it this way. I had this blouse, and that's how we had cut up our the blouse to make the shabby journal. And of course I have lots of leftover pieces, so I just took some kind of pinkish fabric and put the lace on top of it, and then added some more lace at the top and the bottom. And that's how I made that. That's all there is to it. First I glued the pieces on, and then after they dried, I went ahead and stitched it with my sewing machine. Again, stitching this is totally optional. I mean, I don't even know that you can really see the stitches that well on this. So, I mean, you could definitely get away with just gluing these and they'd be just fine. And like I said, if you had not sewn your signatures in already, then you could definitely just sew this right onto the page rather than glue it. And that's probably what I'm going to do in my Valentine's journal, because I'm going to do it where I decorate the pages before I sew them in. And on the shabby journal, we put the pages in and we're decorating it after, just because I think for a new person it might be a little bit easier to do it that way. Okay, so anyway, that's what I did there. On this one, what I did, I don't know if you can tell, is I just took a piece of scrap, you know, piece of material, and I actually just took different pieces, you know, remnants of lace, and I just sewed them. First I glued them, and then I just sewed them on top, and I left a little space in between so you could see the material underneath, which you kind of can anyway. You can see through it. And that is my flip, and I think that turned out really cute. And at the very top, this is where we're going to glue it. I added another strip of material in a contrasting but matching color, a little bit of pink up there. So that's why I'm saying those little strips can still be used with your other material. So anyway, we're going to do something like this, but with a little bit of different colors that'll go with our Valentine's journal. So let's see. First, I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to make one out of this because I like that size. It's already kind of cut down. It has the little hearts on it. Let's see. I think on this one I am going to do the lace that kind of like this one. I think we're going to do that like this because I don't want to cover up the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is go through my lace pieces and see what I've got. And I like to vary it up. I don't like it to be all matching. But let's see, different widths, different colors, you know. Oh, that doesn't look good at all. Let's see. And I'll go through, you know, my other pieces too. I just like, okay, so maybe I would put that on top and then put this right there. And then I'm going to leave it to where you can still see through it. Maybe put that there. And then I want a piece down on the bottom. Oh, this is cute. Do I have another piece like that? That's too small. Let me see if I have a bigger piece like that. I cannot see one. Let me look down here and see if I have any over here. I have a bucket of lace sitting right next to me. No telling what I will find. I never know. These are all bigger pieces, so let's see. Well, I don't have that exact one, which is kind of weird because I thought I had more. I guess I don't, unless I have it in here. Let me look in here. Oh yeah, I do. Here we go. I did find it. So I do have it in a bigger piece. And I think I'm going to put that at the bottom. So I've kind of varied it. If you can see, I've put kind of the beige, the white, the beige, and then maybe the white. And on the white on the bottom, I'm going to let it hang down. And on the top, I'm going to make sure that I have enough on top that that's where it's going to flip up. So that's how I'm going to do it. And I always cut my lace off, you know, larger than I need. So that's probably why I end up with so many little pieces, but I always use them. That'll be another video that we do. I put the big pieces back in with the bigger ones because I don't usually put those in with my small pieces. Alright, so the next thing I do, now on the top of this, if I glue this to the page or sew it, you're going to see through that in the top, and I like to have another little piece of contrasting material, and that's where these little pieces come in handy. I thought there was another one over here. Here we go. So I would take that maybe and put it underneath. I actually think I like the solid color better. Maybe? Yeah, I think I do. So I will put that in the behind that piece. But first I'm going to put my lace down. So I am going to take fabric tack, and a lot of times I just use my glue stick to do this, but I'm going to do this with my fabric tack because it'll have time to dry, because I'm not going to go ahead and sew it right now. And so that, here, I'm going to use my glue book so it doesn't get all nasty on there. I'm going to put that where I have enough of it on the top. That's where it's going to flip right there. So I have that. Okay. So that's one. And then this one, I want to leave enough of a, I want you to be able to see the hearts in there. So I'll probably put that one right here. And like I said, I am going to sew this later, so I'm not putting a ton of glue, but if you're not going to sew, you would want to make sure that, you know, you put enough on there. And this is what I do when I do my, I think actually I want that up a little bit higher. Yeah, like right about there. When I do my gluing of stuff, I'll put it off to one side, so that means my little piece that I have left over will be bigger. And then I definitely use that for tabs and snippets and good stuff like that. But I think that's a little crooked actually. Let me see. This is a stretchy lace, so it can kind of mess with you a little bit. I don't think it'll matter that much if it's a little crooked, but okay. So then I'm going to put this one down. Like I said, I'm not putting a ton of glue, but enough. And I'll still, when I do these two, I'll always leave a little on this end, because I don't know how many times where I've glued it down, it's a little short, and on that end, and I'd rather have it a little long and then cut off a little. Okay, so then I'm going to take this cute eyelet lace, and a lot of times on the end pieces I like to have something that's scalloped, like this piece would work or whatever, but I like something that kind of finishes it off. That's kind of my thing. And keep in mind, I'm thinking about the size of our page too. I wouldn't want it, like, see, this is our cover, and you know your pages are going to be in here, so you don't want something that's going to be longer than your page, you know, so I'm keeping that in mind too. So anyway, I'll move that out of the way. Okay, so let's just do this last piece. And as you can see, this is very easy, not very time consuming, but it does add a lot of texture and interest, and I think it's well worth the time and the effort to do this. Now, of course, you could just put the material down and put some trim on the top, put some trim on the bottom, and call it a day. I mean, that could be it. It's all, again, according to taste. And I usually do it on this side. And I will cut that, you know, reasonably close. This one is not going to be, it's very lightweight there. And by adding the lace like this too, what it does is it adds a little weight to the fabric, so it kind of stays down. But let me put that there. Go ahead and cut that. And then I'm going to add a little piece to the top to finish it off. And anyway, I hope everyone's having a great day. This is my second video today. I wasn't going to do another one, but I started doing this and I thought, well, you know, I should just, now see, these are great pieces that we'll use later, but bring everybody along for the ride. So, because I know when I started junk journaling, there were a lot of things that I knew nothing about or I've never heard of. So, you know, I just figure there's probably other people like that. Now, this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take a piece like this, and I am going to just cut it. Let me see, this is going to be about like that. Just roughly about the size of the top, because you're going to see through that. And I'm just going to put it right there. So anyway, that's not super straight, but it'll be okay. I think it'll work just fine. I don't think anybody will notice. Of course, you could take your time and cut it straighter. We'll put that on there. The goal for this, again, is just to kind of have another color where you know, this is where we're going to glue it down or sew it down to our journal. Okay, there we go. And then I would probably sew up here, sew over here, sew here, sew here, sew here, sew there. But pretty much what would happen is you just, that top part where you, I mean, you could actually put it, you know, glue all of this top part down and then just flip it up however much you need it, whatever you want underneath it. And usually it's some sort of journaling or whatever. And I've seen some super elaborate ones, so that is one. I sometimes add stuff to them, and I might on this one. I have these little red hearts, and I thought I might add like 3 of them down here. That's what I was thinking. So let me try that. And whenever I add this stuff, I always add a little, I'm going to try this glue. Where did it go? A little bit more precision. I think I'm going to put one right about here in the middle. There we go. That's one. Now, not only does this add interest, but it does add a little extra weight to the bottom, and it kind of weights it down a little too, so it does double duty. So that's another one. And that's another one. Put that in there. I think that really needs to go about right there. A little bit more over. There we go. I think that's on there good. So that is our fabric flip. So let me see. This one needs to move, I think. I don't know. I like them not all going the same way. Tilt them a little bit. Okay, there we go. So that is our fabric flip, and then we would just either sew that or glue that into the page, and there's one right there. So, okay, let's work on another one. Let's see what other sizes I have here to work with. Oh, I have an idea. Let's do a lacy one like I did with the other one. So that pink's too small. Let's do it with this pink one right here. I don't know. How about this? We'll do this. I have this. And let's see how I'm going to do that. I wonder if I can put that on there like that. Maybe like that. Yeah, like that. So that's kind of what I did on this one, is I did it to where the pink showed through, and this I'm going to do it with the white where the pink shows through, I think. Or maybe I'll do it. Let me see what other red pieces I have. Maybe I'll do it with that. No, let me see. I could do it with this. Excuse me for talking to myself. Oops, sorry, did not mean to hit that camera. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. This is part of my haul that I got. Ooh, it has a scalloped edge too. That's cute. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, well, maybe I'll do that. I just have to figure out what part of it that I want to use. I guess definitely want the hearts going down. Can't make it much wider than that. So, boy, I would love to have that scallop in different parts, but it's not going to be. I can just do it on the bottom, I think. I think I'm going to try and cut this out. Yeah, let me try that and see what I can get out of that, and we'll try that. Yeah, my Valentine's journal is going to be very, very Valentine's-y, if that's a word. So my romantic journal that I did is just, I tried very hard to just kind of make it kind of neutral, so it's not really, you know, Valentine's. It's just kind of a more romantic, but the Valentine's is definitely going to be Valentine's. I don't know that I had a choice with that cover because it's just, you know. Okay, obviously I can't do it that wide, so I'm going to cut this and try. Oh, I'm trying so hard not to cut those hearts off. Here we go. Do that. I'll save that because who knows. Okay, I think that works. It's a little long. I would like to not cut this much shorter, like that heart up there. So then I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that over here. Yep, and I'll just cut that right there. Or tear it, probably. Alright. And then cut off. It'll make it a little straighter on the bottom. And I like the little raggedy edges, so I'll cut off the really long strings, but I love the edges when they're like that. Okay. Let's see. So then I'm gonna got some glue or something on there. I don't know that there's a right or wrong way for this, so I think what I'm gonna do is just do that. I'm gonna let that hang over a little on the side or on the bottom. And I just need to find something for the top that I want to put on there. So, hey, maybe that would be pretty. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that would be pretty. I think that's it. Definitely. So, I think I'll try and put that right there, and then I'll put something else on the top. I don't know if that'll be too long, though. It might be too long. See how long that is. From here to here. I don't know. I haven't done my pages for this yet. I'm so behind on this Valentine's journal. I'll be lucky to get it done by Valentine's Day, but let's see. Oh yeah, I think that'll be okay. That'll be all right. That'll be fine. This will be at the top of the page, and this will be at the bottom. I could go all the way down, and then just do it like that, you know. And then just have it flip right there. Yeah, maybe I should just do that. I think that would be the best thing to do, because that's really pretty. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, well, y'all convinced me, so that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, let's do that. I'm sure all of you that have watched me before realize that I have a kind of sort of plan, but then again I don't have a plan, so you know, I just kind of wing it, and I'm never sure exactly what I'm going to do. So, and let's see here. Let me go ahead and I just want to put glue on these spots. And then, like I said, I'm going to come back in later and sew, but I do want it kind of tacked down a little bit. Now you could, you know, have it a double flip to where this flips up and there's something underneath that, but I'm just going to kind of keep it simple here. I don't want that glue to go all the way through. And I don't know on this if there's a right way or a wrong way. Let me see. Yeah, I think this is how we want to do it. I'm trying to center this flower in the middle. Yeah. And then that, so it won't cut off like in between there. So I'm going to do that. Put a little bit of glue here. 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 Like I said, you don't have to sew these down because you're probably not going to even notice the stitching that much. So this would be one of those projects that, I mean, although it makes it look better, might be a little sturdier, that you could definitely get away with not gluing it down. Okay, then I would cut that a little bit. I kind of want to see that in the front, see if I can get away with not, like I said, cutting that off. All right. Okay, and I think I'm just going to leave that lace like that, and oh, I don't know, it's definitely calling out for some hearts up there, isn't it? These are like a little heart right here too. Gosh, guys. Oh boy, I have to put some hearts on there, I think. Like maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right? Is that centered pretty good? Yeah, I think they are. I got so much glue on my fingers. This is when stuff starts to not stick, because it's like you're getting that glue on. It has some kind of glue on the back that's kind of sticking. I just never trust that glue to, you know, be enough. So, all right, so there's one. And I don't want it to go all the way through. I just want it to go through on here. All right, let me get another one. So I hope everyone had a great day. Mine was pretty quiet, which was kind of nice. The cold, freezing weather finally went away. I'm sure it'll return. This Texas weather is crazy because one day it'll be, you know, 75 out. The next day it'll be, you know, snowing. So it is crazy, but I'm just glad that we had a nice sunny day today and got a few things done, and it was productive, and who knows what the rest of the week will be. I think it's going to rain a little bit tomorrow. So got some outdoor tours done today, or my husband really did. I didn't do very many of them. He did a great job cleaning up the patio and cleaning up the yard a little bit. Okay, I think that is adorable. I mean, I had to put those hearts there, guys. I mean, I know I put them on the other one, but it was screaming hearts. And I think I'm going to put something on those flowers. I don't know what yet, though. I do not know what. Let me see. Definitely some bling of some sort. Now remember that this journal is a little bit louder than the other one, so the other one was more shabby, even though I managed to put bling on that too. But I put that there. And that there. And that there. Right? Could have put a pearl there, but you know, oh well. I think this will be fine. It's very hard for me not to go over the top, so I have to always restrain myself. Okay, so flip number 2 is done. Of course, if we want to sew around here, we can. Of course, I put the bling in the places we might want to sew, but more than likely I would sew right here, sew up here, all around the edges. Not here, just here to kind of keep it together. And then that's it. So that's number 2. Let me see where we're on time. Oh, we have time to do another one. Okay, this next one I want to do some pink. Some pink, maybe pink and red. So let me see what I have. Okay. I've got this. I've got this color. It has pink in it. I don't have very many big pieces of pink, is the issue, really. I am running out of pink. So I think it's going to have to be this kind of darker pink, because I don't think I have any. Oh wait, maybe here's one. Hold on. Yeah, this could be a smaller one. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. And I think I'm going to use this. We had looked at it before. And do that. Kind of center that on there. Okay. Let me see if I have a pin here. I'll just pin this on top while I cut it out, because I kind of want that flower centered on there a little bit. And then I want a little overhang on the top, because I'm going to add a different piece up there to make it a little bit longer. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Anyway, let's see here. I love putting these in because they really don't take a lot of space in your journal, and they, you know, they add so much to it because of all the texture. And okay, that needs to get closer cut. That's why it looks so weird. Let me do that a little better job cutting. Didn't do too great on that side either, did I? Okay, so we did that. So we've got pink, this kind of hanging down on the edges. Maybe cut that up a little bit. I may add more stuff to the bottom of that though anyway. Let me see, what other things am I going to put on here? I want something to go behind that. And I'm trying to decide if I want to bring some red in. Another color, like maybe something like that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I don't have any smaller pieces, do I? Yeah, I think I like that. I think I'll do that. All right, you convinced me. So I'm going to put, let me get my glue again. And I always use either 3-in-1 or fabric tack when I'm working with fabric or lace, just because I think it works better. But you can use art glitter glue. It does work. And tacky glue works great too. So, but you can, I mean, use whatever you want. But I use it because it's fast and for, you know, purposes of videos when you're trying to, you know, show people stuff. It just works quicker than tacky glue. But all I used for a long time was just tacky glue pretty much. And it was fine for a lot of things. Tacky glue and glue sticks. So you don't have to buy a bunch of expensive glue or anything like that. Definitely not necessary. Okay, I think that's a little crooked on top. Either that or I did the whole thing crooked. Either way, it's getting a haircut. Okay, so I decided I'm going to do this. So why don't I just put that on there and then I'll cut it after. So I am in the process of cleaning out my craft room and getting the stuff out of here that I don't use. And I just saw a challenge on YouTube from, I think her name is Jessica Rat, about showing your, you know, before and after, which is kind of scary because this room is, you just have no idea how bad it is. It's awful. So I do think I'm probably going to take the challenge simply because I think it will force me to get on the ball and get some stuff done. There's just a lot of things in my craft room that I no longer use, and I don't want to just keep it in this room. I'm not necessarily going to get rid of it all because, you know, I'm very ADD about, you know, crafts and things, and I may, you know, decide to do a few of those things, and some of it's kind of seasonal too. So, but my junk journaling has pretty much taken over my craft room, and I haven't moved the other stuff out yet, and I really want to get that done because I think it'll make life for me just so much better. So I really want to get working on that. So I'm thinking I'm going to take the challenge so it motivates me to do that. I'm going to put that there, I think. Yep. Just to kind of, you know, get moving, because I'm just not been motivated. I've gotten to where I've taken stuff that I'm getting, and like, I don't know if you guys have watched my haul videos. I've got stuff in bags on the floor because I don't really have any place to put it. And it's not that I won't use those things. It's just that I've got all these things I'm not using right now, taking up that, you know, it's valuable real estate. My craft room is not that big. It's probably I think we figured it out. It's something like an 11 by 11 room, which is really small. My husband, when I picked this room to be my craft room, when we first moved in here, my youngest son was 16. And he is now 26, so it's been 10 years. But my other two sons were in college, and they didn't live with us anymore. And so we bought this house, and I guess in my mind, I didn't really think, you know, that in the very near future, none of them would be living with me. That probably was too hard for me to wrap my brain around. Of course, my husband didn't, you know, he didn't really say anything. It was a good value. It was when the market was really, you know, down and that kind of thing. But I picked the smallest room in the whole upstairs to do my craft room. The absolute smallest room. And smallest closet, smallest everything. And, you know, that's okay, except for the fact that, you know, I'm trying to work with this room. Now, to be perfectly honest, I definitely have taken over space in the other rooms too. I mean, that's just the truth. So, I mean, their closets are full of my stuff, and that doesn't look that good. That's too bright. I don't know. That's not big enough. I gotta get another piece. I think I'm gonna get another, well, maybe I'll use that. It might work. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Y'all convinced me. So anyway, I kind of have reached definitely capacity, so I do think, let me see if I have another piece of pink. If I don't, then I'll use that piece. But I also have plenty of room in my small garage because I have some shelves there that I thought I had more pink. I thought I did. Where did the pink go? Maybe I've been using so much of the pink that I probably don't. I have to go get me some more pink. Do I have any more pink? Calling all pink. Let's see, do I have anything else that would work? Oh, I have more pink. See? Let's see here. I've got more pink. Also got that. Ooh, that might work. Let me look at that too. Look, I'm finding all kinds of things now. Oops. It's a big old long piece of that. Let me get all that out of there. So that's kind of cute. That puts the green and the I probably should have put that up there, huh? Instead of the pink. Wonder if it'll come off. That's one thing I love about fabric tack is it does not dry instantly. Okay, put that down there. Right? And then maybe put that up there. Ooh, that's kind of cute. It's got those little, these are like little roses. And they've got pink and green on it. And I've got pink and green here. So I think it's meant to be. Anyway, so I really need to get moving on that because I'm tripping over things and it's so aggravating because I can't find things that I know I have. You know, I know I have them, but I don't, you know, I've got so much stuff laying around everywhere I can't figure out where it is. So that is not a good feeling. So, and I do think junk journaling is kind of a, I don't want to say a hoarder's hobby, but it really is. I mean, you just, because there's so many different elements to it, you know, and it takes a certain amount of stuff to have everything you need to just, you know, for it to be at your fingertips to go, oh wait. But then the problem is you wind up getting so much stuff that you can't even find what you want, and that's kind of a waste. That one's not too big. That goes in my little scrap box over here that's overflowing again. I empty this out. I'll just do snippets and stuff. And for y'all, if you don't know snippets, we'll be doing that soon too. But anyway. Okay, so I got that. I think that's cute. Gotta do something down here though. We'll put the pink. Let's see, get the pink over there again. Since I went through so much trouble to get it. Right? Yeah, I think that works. So I think I'm going to take her challenge and I'm going to do a show of before, which is going to be embarrassing, but you know what? That's going to be my motivation. I think it will be. I don't know. My problem is I love crafting so much. I don't like to stop to take the time, You know, I do come in here and usually every other day clean up and, you know, tidy up and stuff. But as far as like taking things out and reorganizing, that's a long process. That's a lot of work, and I need to do it through, I actually need to do it through my whole house, you know, so I think that's cute. I think that's kind of cute. I don't know, maybe I know what I'll do. I'll put these little pearls down there, and it'll add some weight to the bottom. Put this glue there, a little bit more. So anyway, I think I'm going to do that. So I'll probably be doing a video in the next week or so where you can see this disaster. And see where I create and all the stuff I have. I don't know, I think I mentioned this on another video that a friend of mine came up here to craft with me, and you know, and I had cleaned it up, so I don't even know what she was trying to say. But anyway, halfway through it, she just remarked, you know, there's a lot of stuff in here, but you seem to know where everything is. And I said, yeah, I do. I mean, you know, kind of, sort of. Every once in a while I'll get stumped. Like, there's just somewhere in this craft room, I have a box of ephemera. And it is like some of my favorite ephemera. I'm talking stamps and flowers and and I wouldn't have thrown it away. I would not think, you know, intentionally for sure. So, I mean, I've got to find it, but I'm just going nuts trying to find some things in here. Maybe I'll put some over there too. No, I think that's good enough. I think that's good. I'm just going to put like 3 on top. Because it bugs me there's no bling on top. Because that's just, you know, because that's just me. But in any case, I'm definitely going to do it. And but I actually have to clean it up a little bit before I let you guys see it, because it would be just too embarrassing. Plus, I'd be tripping over stuff trying to show you the room. Because from what I can tell, she's doing like a tour of the room before, and then she's going to do a tour after. So it would be dangerous for me to try and walk around this room. Anyway, see, that's what it needed. It needed the balance, I think. Okay, well, I think that's going to be it. So we just made that one. So that'll go down where you'll probably glue this part down or sew it in and then flip it up. And then we made this one. And that'll flip up like that. And then we made this one with the different laces. So that is 3 fabric flips. And that's probably all I'll put in that journal, but I do think that they're really, now see, that would even go in my Shabby journal, this one, which is a thought, but there's probably not any room in that thing. I'm going to do my flip through, and oh my God, it is just packed. And I think it's just because I had such a great time doing it. You know, I just keep going and going. It'll probably be done in the next couple days. But anyway, you know, and you could use buttons and things like that. As a matter of fact, I think this needs a button right up there. Let's do that while we're chatting. We've got a couple minutes here. I have this giant jar of, and this is half probably, and I don't know if you're new or whatever, but a lot of these buttons, a majority of them, came from my mother's button box that she got from her mother, and I'm very sentimental about it. And when I put one of my buttons on here, I'm sharing, you know, part of my mother. I mean, you know, So, and there's a lot of, and they're all, most all of them are antique, you know, but some are prettier than others. And I think I'm going to put that button there. I think that works. I love the buttons when they have the old thread in the back. I mean, I thread them and do that. For some reason, they just look weird to me if they're not threaded, but I just love that. So I'm just going to put that button right in the middle because I think it needs it. It needs something. It's just crying out to me. Anyway, all right. So, oh, I did want to go over one thing too. But let me let that dry just a tiny bit. Get the glue off the side. I always put too much glue. So we've got that one. See now, see the button makes it look better, doesn't it? It really does. And there's some glue down there. That's not good. Get that glue off of there. Can't have that glue on there. Okay, so there's one. And there's another one. And then there's another one. I think we did a good job. Also too, I do want to announce this. I haven't announced it enough, but because it's getting kind of late in the month, but I am going to have a giveaway on February 14th, and it's just going to be a random giveaway of this Valentine's journal. It's not really a Valentine's journal. It is it's an envelope journal that I did a flip through, and it's out there, and it's just a really cute journal. It doesn't have a lot of ephemera in it, but it does have a little bit. It's super cute, I think. You know, a little humble, aren't I? But anyway, it has some journaling pages in it and some envelopes. It's made out of 5 envelopes, and it has a little journaling section. It holds a lot. In my mind, when I made this, I thought it would be a great place to put, you know, cards, love letters, that kind of thing. It's not huge. But anyway, I will be giving this away on February 14th. And it will be just to whoever subscribes to my channel. So I'm just going to randomly pick it on the 14th. And if you're a subscriber, that's all you have to do. Is just be a subscriber. And I will go ahead and pull a name out of a hat or something, or not of a hat, a jar or whatever. And you'll get it. So just let people know that that's going on. So that's it for today. I think we did a pretty good. We were very productive. I've got my 3 that I'm going to put in my journal, and that should do it. So you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you for watching.